Dear Grandma, you blessed this world in 1924 as the first generation of our family to be born in the United States. Although you were born in Arizona, you were raised and went to school in Mexico since an early age. Not easy or fair, you immediately learned to fight through hardship. You dropped out of middle school because your family was poor. You were only 7 when your dad died. All of this foreshadowing the strength that you would develop and the woman that you would become. You married at 16 years old with your first child at 12 at the young age of 17. You then established our roots in Los Angeles in the late 1950s after your sisters and brothers moved one by one. A clear sign of family bond that's carried over to your children. Throughout the decades of raising our family, you showed relentless strength, working hard labor at tough factory jobs just to make ends meet. You set an example for all of your children to be independent and hardworking. This was just one way in which you're a hero to us. I'm so proud of how you carried yourself, your pride, your determination. You wouldn't be stereotyped or put down for being a woman, single mother, or Mexican. Despite the challenges of the world that you lived in, you pushed forward, going to night school to learn English, learning to drive your white Corvair in your early 40s. You were so proud when you bought that first home in Norwalk, and we're still proud of you. Even though money was tight, you provided for your family, and you never missed a beat. Having family together was of the utmost importance to you. Throwing parties every holiday, always at your house. You loved cooking, music, and dancing. We knew the night was a success when you finally let your hair down and relaxed with a cold beer. Even after a long day of work, you go out of your way to make a nice meal for all of us from scratch. You always made sure everyone had gifts, whether you bought them or made them yourself. I know many of us have a hand-painted sweater somewhere in our closets, and mine was a Christmas puppy. We're all here today because of the immense role you played in all of our lives. I personally will never forget the days you used to pick me and my cousin Daniel up from school an hour early, waiting for us, keeping up with the latest tabloids like the National Enquirer. You planned everything around us. That was how much you cared, and you never missed a day. Those are the times that I'll cherish the most, the ones that will stay closest to my heart. But it wasn't always easy. We remember the hard times as well. I remember the times your health got the best of you, asking me how school was, even though I had been out of school for years. But even in those times, you persevered with moments of clarity, recognizing us and expressing joy. You lived a long life of loving unconditionally and with faith. You said many times, "Estoy listo para irme." You were tired. It was hard on you, and it breaks our hearts. Thinking back on all the times we helped you move coast to coast, apartment to apartment, we find solace knowing that you found your final home in heaven. Sincerely, your loving family.
Hello everyone, and thank you for coming today. I'm Mike, Terry's son, the 21st grandson of Grandma Marina. It's an honor for Ray and I to get a chance to do this today. And Ray, you did a really nice job with your letter, and I'm going to proceed now where he left off. Grandma, 94 years. That's how you become a mother of 12, a grandmother of 26, and a great-grandmother of 32. In the last couple of weeks, we all look back on your life. So many stories came out. Stories of heroics, stories of unconditional love, and stories of moving all over the place. Stories of laughter and stories of happiness. What an accomplishment. What a celebration and what a life. You overcame hardships, you were strong, you were determined and prideful, and my God, you loved your family. As we reflect on your beautiful life today, I want you to know how proud of you we are. We have so much respect for you, and we're so grateful to be a part of your 94 years. Today, we're all blessed to call you sister, to call you mom, to call you grandma, and to call you great-grandma. It was hard to see you sick the last few years. Your body and mind were gone. But one thing that did not go, that was your heart. I remember you having a heart attack in my house almost 15 years ago. I remember the doctor saying you had a bad heart valve and you had congestive heart failure. Your heart worried us. However, you remained unwavered. You knew how strong your heart was. There was strength in your heart for all of us. and you demonstrated that strength until your last breath. You truly loved us all. Grandma, although this has been extremely hard to do, and this has been extremely hard on everyone, we did know that this day would come and the Lord would call your name. And as I begin to close this out, I want to talk about how much you were loved. Words cannot capture the amount of love in this room for you, but I can share a personal story. Many times growing up, when we would go to lunch, take car rides together, or just sit down and talk at a table, you always found a way to mention which of us didn't love you. Well, Grandma, today, always and forever, we do love you. I know that you're smiling down on us. Rest peacefully, sweet angel. Love always, your family.